Alright, you guys, Steve Hemp here from Iron and Silk. Hit like iron, move like silk. Okay, that's the name of my school, so I figured I'd use it on this channel as well. But let's not talk about that right now. Let's talk about this fight. And I'm going to tell you why Conor McGregor is going to knock out Floyd Mayweather Jr. Okay, number one, you can't go 12 rounds with Floyd Mayweather, I don't care who you are, and think you're going to outpoint the guy. It's not going to happen. That's why there's going to be a knockout. Okay, now stick with me for a second here while I tell you why I know this. Okay, about 6, 7, 8 years ago, I don't know how long ago it was, I was watching this video by a guy by the name of Professor Griff, G-R-I-F-F. And he was a member of NWA, the rap group NWA, with Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E. Well, this guy now, he does lectures and he does YouTube videos about Hollywood and what happens in Hollywood and, you know, Illuminati and stuff like that. So I'm watching this video with this guy and he's talking about Michael Jackson and how these elitists poisoned him or whatever they did to him to cause his skin to lose its dark pigmentation and become white. He said that Elvis Presley was the king of rock and that Michael Jackson was the king of pop and that they would never allow a black to be the king of pop. And I'm thinking, dude, you know, you're really stretching it here. What the hell are you talking about, you know? And I didn't agree with it at all. I don't know how much longer it was after I saw this video that I spoke to my children. And I don't know how we got on the subject of Michael Jackson, but I said to them, you know, well, you guys do know that Michael Jackson's black, don't you? And my kids were like, yeah, right, Dad. Come on, Dad. What the heck are you talking about? And I was shocked. I was like, oh, my goodness. You guys don't know that Michael Jackson's a really black guy, you know? And I can understand why they didn't believe it now, because they see his white skin and they see his white children, things like that. So, of course, they don't think he's black. So that's always stuck in my head. Now, when Floyd Mayweather became 49-0, I don't know, they don't talk about this a lot, so I don't know how many of you guys know this, but Rocky Marciano was 49-0. So only thing Floyd Mayweather Jr. did was tied the record. Why would you tie the record? Why wouldn't you break the record? It never made any sense to me except for what Professor Griff said in his video. And I'm thinking, wow, you know, there must be really something to this, because Floyd could have fought one more time at least. Broke the record. I know his pay-per-views were down, and the pay-per-view was probably going to be down for a 50-0 fight, but why not take it? Why not break the record? Why not really pad the record and get up to 52, 54-0 and really secure your legacy? So that always stuck in my head, okay? Now, we've got Floyd sitting there at 49-0, tied, retired for 2 years, coming out of retirement to fight Conor McGregor. Now, he could have easily fought Manny Pacquiao for a second fight, okay? Because they had their first fight, it generated huge numbers, broke all the records, okay? Why wouldn't you fight Manny again? Okay, because, is it because of what Professor Griff said, that these elitists wouldn't allow him to? So now, after 2 years of retirement, he's coming out to fight a MMA guy who has just secured his boxing license a few months ago, has a professional record of 0 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. His debut as a professional boxer. I mean, the numbers are there, of course. Now, getting to those numbers, a lot of you know I'm from Cleveland, and I know a lot about LeBron James. LeBron James always talked about being the first billion-dollar athlete. Now, I know he signed a huge contract with Nike, and whether or not he's at $1 million or not, I mean $1 billion, I highly doubt it. Floyd Mayweather, on the other hand, has made $800 million in his lifetime as a boxer. He stands to make $200 million plus, which will make him the first billion-dollar athlete. Okay, so a couple of things you need to say to yourself right now is, let me ask my kids, do you think Michael Jackson's Caucasian or Negro? Is he black or white? And see what they have to think about that. Number two, you have to say to yourself, Steve's got a good point. Why wouldn't you break that record? Why would you just tie the record? Who in any sport, I mean, we've seen Franco Harris in American football hang around year after year after year just to break Jim Brown's rushing record. So people don't go for tying records. People go for breaking records. So I look at this as Mayweather is saying, yeah, I'll take that extra $200 million to make me the first billion-dollar athlete. And what's going to happen later on? People will say, you know, oh, that was a fluke. He was still 49-0. You know, he didn't fight a real boxer. This happened or that happened, blah, blah, blah. I don't see McGregor losing this fight, you guys. And I hope I don't end up in the damn desert for telling all of you this. But, and I'm not worried about that. We'll handle that if that happens. But if I were you, I'm not a gambler. I'm putting my money on McGregor because McGregor will knock him out. Like I said, he's not going to go 12 with them. Okay? Let me know your thoughts. Give me your comments below. If you haven't subscribed, hit the goddamn subscribe button. And if you are too lazy to hit the like button, tell me. Tell me in the comments, Steve, I'm just too damn lazy. Okay? Or hit the like button. Okay? We have a lot coming up. I'll be in my brick and mortar here in a couple of weeks. And stay tuned, you guys. Love you all. And remember this. Learn. Quit being taught.